Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Daily Market Report brought to you by Mike Bjork. Today is Friday, September 14th. I hope you guys have a wonderful upcoming weekend. We're going to jump right into it because we do got a lot of economic news releases to cover here. And the first item will be the retail sales for August numbers. We had a 0.6 for July growth, so that was good for July. August seemed to be better at 0.8% and went up to 0.9%. So good numbers for retail sales. What we're going to also look at is retail sales, but we're going to remove the autos from there because the big ticket items can obscure the numbers a little bit. So back in July we had a 0.8% growth, and we figured it would be about the same for August, and it did. So across the board we had 0.8. So July and August we had 0.8% growth. So good news on the retail sales there. Now the CPI, or Consumer Price Index, this is with the food and energy in there. This is the headline numbers for August. This is the inflationary numbers that goes to consumers. So we had 0% for July. We figured it'd go up to 0.7% for August, and it went up to 0.6%. So not quite as high expectation, but we did have a kind of a fairly high number. And a lot of that, if you were listening to yesterday from the PPI, is due to the higher energy costs that were associated with it. Now, if we strip out the food and energy, we get the core. And that's the number we primarily watch. So back in August or July, we had 0.1%, and we figured go to 0.2%, and it did come in that forecast at 0.2%. So still pretty modest numbers for the inflationary aspect of to the consumers. We also have the industrial production for August. So we had a 0.5% growth for July. We figured it was going to contract a little bit in August to negative 0.3%. And it contracted a little bit more to a negative 1.2%. So not a very good number in the industrial production areas. And then we got the consumer sentiment, which is the survey presented by University of Michigan, seeing how the consumers basically out there are feeling about where things are at, the economy and everything. So back in August, we had 74.3 reading on the index. And we figured it'd go up a little bit to 75, and it jumped up to 79.2. So overall, people are feeling a lot better about where things are at, where things are going. So that's a good news right there. So we'll jump over the headline news. We got the stock markets up. They're still kind of basking in the glory of what the Fed's news of the unlimited purchase, or the 40 billion additional purchases for mortgage-backed securities every month for no specific amount of time. They're also estimating that rates probably won't be touched until any rising rates probably won't be touched until about 2015. They're really trying to spur job growth in this country right now, which is the reason behind the mortgage-backed security, or QE3, as you may have heard. And the European Central Bank passed their hurdles with the higher German court to kind of move forward with their bond buying purchase program over there. So they still got a few more things they have to go through, but they passed a big one, which was through the German higher court. To be able to kind of move forward, so the investors, of course, like that. Another thing to note was I noticed that the oil has jumped up to almost about $100 a barrel. It was about 99 and change, so something to watch for there. A lot of that has to do with the kind of higher inflationary numbers with the purchases of the extra bond. So what that does, it lowers the value of the dollar. Also because of the unrest that's going on right now in the Middle East and North Africa. So let's jump over to the bond market, see how that's shaping up. So as a result, after Bernanke's speech, we shot way up here. We had over 100 basis points improvement here. So great news right there. It's kind of shaken out a little bit here. We've had some reductions here, but still great news. We're still above the 104 level here, which we haven't seen in a while, probably at least a month or two. So great news right there. So we're in great territory, even though it shows down for the day. It's just kind of making up or correcting itself a little bit right now, but still great news right here. So interest rates are in much better shape than where we were yesterday compared to yesterday morning, especially in the afternoon. We had some huge improvements, as we're still looking good today. All right, folks, you guys have a wonderful upcoming weekend. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on Monday. If you guys like to see these on a daily basis, stop by Mike's Daily Market Report. There's a feed burner on there. You can subscribe, and I'll have these emailed to you on a daily basis. Have a wonderful day.